The Almighty. The Almighty is Yuwok's ultimate ability from Bleach, and calling it overpowered is honestly an understatement. Most characters have to react to what's happening around them. Yuwok doesn't. He simply looks into countless possible futures and sees almost every outcome before it happens. But the scary part is that he isn't just watching those futures. He can choose the one that benefits him the most. So, if an attack is about to kill him, he can simply switch to a future where it doesn't. Imagine playing chess against someone who's already seen every move you'll ever make. Yeah, good luck with that. During the Thousand-Year Blood War, this ability made Yuwok feel almost unbeatable because every battle was basically rigged before it even started. Return to Zero. Return to Zero is the true ability of Gold Experience Requiem from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and it completely ignores common sense. Normally, if someone punches you, well, you get punched. But against Giorno, your attack can literally be reset before it ever reaches its result. It's like reality looks at your move and says, nah, try again. Even if you somehow manage to land the perfect attack, Return to Zero simply erases its outcome. And if that's not enough, anyone defeated by this ability can become trapped in an endless death loop, dying over and over without ever reaching an actual ending. Imagine respawning forever with no exit button. That's exactly why this ability is considered like one of the most unfair powers in anime. Return by Death. Return by Death is Subaru's mysterious ability from ReZero, and it's probably the only power where dying is actually part of the strategy. Every time Subaru dies, time rewinds to a hidden checkpoint, while only he remembers everything that happened. That means every mistake becomes a lesson, and every failure gives him another chance to fix things. Sounds broken, right? Well, not exactly. The catch is that Subaru still feels every single death. Every stab, every painful ending, and every emotional loss is completely real to him. He also can't tell anyone about his ability without facing terrifying consequences. So while everyone else gets one life, Subaru is basically stuck in the world's worst save file until he finally finds the one timeline where everyone survives. Limitless. Limitless is Gojo Satoru's signature technique from Jujutsu Kaisen, and it's one of those abilities that makes you question whether the villains should have just stayed home. Its main technique, Infinity, manipulates space so that anything moving toward Gojo slows down endlessly before ever touching him. The closer an attack gets, the slower it becomes until it basically stops. So no matter how hard you punch, kick, or throw something at him, you're probably not hitting anything except your own ego. And that's only the defensive side of the ability. Gojo can also pull enemies toward him using blue, blast them away with red, and combine both techniques to create Hollow Purple, an attack that erases almost everything in its path. When your defense is nearly perfect and your offense deletes buildings, it's easy to see why Gojo became one of anime's strongest characters. Absolute Obedience. Absolute Obedience, better known as Lelouch's Geass from Code Geass, is one of the most dangerous abilities in anime because it doesn't rely on strength at all. Once Lelouch makes direct eye contact with someone, he can give them a single command, and they have no choice but to obey it. He can order someone to reveal secrets, betray their allies, forget memories, or even sacrifice their own life. The only real limitation is that it only works once on each person. Even with that restriction, Lelouch used this ability to manipulate soldiers, leaders, and entire nations throughout the series. It proves that sometimes the strongest power isn't throwing punches, it's making someone else do it for you. Cosmic Awareness. Cosmic Awareness is the godlike power Garou receives in One Punch Man, turning him into one of the strongest beings in the series. After accepting power from God, Garou gains an incredible understanding of the universe, allowing him to instantly analyze and copy techniques after seeing them only once. During his fight with Saitama, he recreated attacks that should have been impossible to imitate and kept evolving as the battle continued. On top of that, his body emitted deadly cosmic radiation that could kill ordinary people just by standing nearby. Imagine fighting someone who learns everything you're capable of while becoming stronger every second. That's exactly what made Cosmic Garou such a terrifying opponent. Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct is Goku's legendary transformation from Dragon Ball Super. But unlike most forms, it isn't just a massive power boost. Instead, it allows the body to move completely on its own without waiting for the brain to react. Every dodge, every block, and every counterattack happens automatically, making Goku almost impossible to hit. It's basically the closest thing anime has to turning on autoplay. Even gods struggle to master this technique, which shows just how difficult it is to achieve. Of course, it isn't perfect. Maintaining Ultra Instinct drains an enormous amount of energy, so Goku can't stay in the form forever. Still, while it's active, very few fighters can keep up with him. Death Note. The Death Note is probably the simplest ability on this list, yet it's easily one of the deadliest. This mysterious notebook allows its owner to kill anyone simply by writing down their real name while picturing their face. If no cause of death is written, the victim dies of a heart attack. But that's only the beginning. The user can also decide exactly how the person dies, and even control many of their actions before their death, as long as they're physically possible. In the hands of Light Yagami, an ordinary high school student suddenly gained the power to judge criminals across the entire world without ever leaving his room. No giant explosions, no flashy transformations, just a pen, a notebook, and one wrong name. Sometimes the most broken abilities are the ones that look completely harmless.